everybody, today we are going to do a video that is going to be showing you what I do to feed my rabbits and what I do to clean their cages. So let's start out with the main thing of you need something to put the stuff in, the food in, and the water in. So let's do that. I always and have been using and I have a couple random ones that leak a lot, so I don't use them anymore, and I went with the Lixit bottles. They are absolutely amazing. Love them, love them. So what it comes with is the fastener that fastens to the cage. It comes with your bottle. It also comes with the nipple, but what I absolutely love is it also comes with something so the water doesn't go everywhere, and that is amazing. I use these. Very rarely do they leak. They do leak, but they very rarely do leak. So I want to just let you know that there are times where I've got them and they do leak, and usually it is the little ring inside. All of this will be in the description below. I do get this from a rabbit company, but I think I paid, if you get a random amount, I think I paid like $4 and something for it. So I'll have to check. But all the link will be below, so you can go check out, because sometimes they do change their prices, I'm sure. Also, I use the Pet Lodge. Awesome, I love it. The Pet Lodge food, I like it because it does have the top where it actually has the hinges, and it's not a shoebox. It actually is hinged. The only thing that I can say that I do not like about this one is when you put it to the cage. So you're going to put it to the cage, and it also has this where you can fasten it right to the cage. But I have noticed, this is what I have noticed on some of my cages, that you'll put it on the cage and you'll put this down and the cage will go on. And when you open this, sometimes the whole thing will go like this. So sometimes I'll show you on one of them, and then I'll put that in here too. That's what I don't like about it. But other than that, I like it because it does have the grade on the bottom. So it's called the Sifter, and it sifts all the food. And when you have the food, sometimes it can get the dust in there. All food does have dust. See, it has the dust come out. So sometimes that can be a pain. See, when you got many, hopefully you can see that. But I do love it. I also, my babies love it because they can get their face in here. For Holland Lops, these are absolutely amazing. I do have a couple that are wider, and I really don't like them. I like this one. This one is chew resistant. You can fill it outside, obviously. And also I love it because it has the card where you put their card right here to show who and what rabbit you are using. And I'll show you my cage cards too soon here. So I do like that. That is amazing. I've had these for a while. I've had them outside and they seem to do well. So that is good. Now with the food itself, this is what my food looks like. It's just regular pellets. What I do is I put it in a little box like this, and I give them 1/4 of a cup twice a day. If there's more than one baby, obviously I give them 1/4 cup each. So that's how that one works. This here, I put Pen Pals 16 and Rowe together because I just like that consistency and how it's going, and we are just looking to see exactly what type of food we want. But right now that's what we're doing because we bought different ones, and we noticed that Rowe was letting our rabbits, was giving it a great coat and everything else, but they also were gaining a ton of weight. So we decided to go back to Pen Pals to see how that kind of works out. So it is Rowe and Pen Pals together, which I like that so far. So we're going to stay with that for a little bit longer. Now with the hay is amazing. It comes from Fleet Farm. It is by Haylee. I think it's Haylee, I I think. I don't know, I'll put it in the description. The thing that I can say about this is I wish this is called grass. I had a fly on my face. It is called grass, and not hay. It's weird, but it's all Timothy. It's Timothy grass, not hay. I wish it was hay because hay is longer, longer strands or whatever, and this is the shorter strands. Some are, see if you look, the consistency is a little bit shorter. There is some longer ones. See, there is some longer ones. The thing that I do not like about this is that it can be a little bit dusty at times, and then my rabbit sneezes and things like that, so you gotta kind of watch for that. This is $19.99 or 19 something at Fleet Farm. Tractor Supply has it for like 18 something, I do believe. And I'll keep on using this. I did use some from a farmer, and I did find snake bits in it, and I do not like that, so I decided to change. I will deal with the little bit of the where my rabbit sneezes and a little bit of that kind of stuff. And then what I do is I just shake it as much as I can. I also found out that if I stick my hay into a little bag, and then what I do is I stick all kinds of treats in my bag, and then I wrap it up, and I give it to each and every one of my rabbits. They absolutely love it. It's a game for them. They play air hockey with it. It is amazing. So that is an absolute treat thing, and I'll show you exactly how I do that. On a different note, I also give my rabbits a different type of hay. I also give them pellet hay also. So there are times where, like the regular hay itself, I will give them a little bit of that, but then in their treat bags, I also will give them the hay pellets. I also have a rabbit that continually sneezes from hay, so I have to give them hay pellets. These hay pellets, see if I can, are like so, and I will send it, so do not give these to little babies. I do give them to my rabbit that was born in April, and he does perfectly fine with it, but you don't want to give them to babies. So I would say within probably, I'm guessing 4 months or so would be okay. 3 to 4 months would be fine, because they do have larger pellets and they do have smaller pellets and things like that. So I give them about 1/4 of a cup a day to 1/2 a cup. It just depends on kind of where they are in their journey of life, how old they are and how big they are, etc., etc. And I do go to Walmart and I do get a bin that has this. I will put the description in the box of the hay also. I get this hay over at Fleet Farm, so I will put that down in there. I'm going to throw this down below, so there we go. This fly is... Okay, so here we go. I also put it in here. This here is... I don't know if you can see it, but it is an amazing thing. My rabbits absolutely love it. There's like, we call them potato chips. There is peppermint, lavender. There is a bunch of different stuff. It's all natural. It's at Walmart. It also, I think, at one of the pet stores. I will also put that in the description link below. They absolutely love it, and it smells phenomenal, and it's all natural, so there is no bad things in it. So I also give them that for a snack. I give them, I'm looking for my, here it is. I also give them craisins. I give them probably 4 to 5 a day. This also will help with urinary tract infections. It will help with the digestion of food, things like that. Also, if you use peppermint, or if you use, because you have peppermint in there, that also works. But if you use the raspberry leaves itself, that will help with different things too. Just don't give a doe raspberry leaves when she is pregnant. That will be a bad situation. But if they are not pregnant, they can have raspberry leaves. It also helps them when it's outside and it's hot outside and things like that. So you can do that. I will make I'm going to make a video of the different leaves that I have found outside that would be okay for my rabbits too, so you have that. I also give them raw oats. What I do, because I have so many rabbits, I go to a feed mill in Elk River, which I can put the link below. I think I paid $26 for 50 pounds. But I do put them in the freezer. You can put them in the freezer. So if you have extra freezer space and what have you, you can do that. If not, go to Walmart or Target or Cub or somewhere like that, and they have the organic rolled oats. Do not get the instant oats. That is not okay to give a rabbit, but you can give them the whole oats. And here's the whole oats. I don't know if you can see them, but, and I will get a up close picture of them, and I'll put them in the down below, or actually I'll just stick them in after this probably, and I'll stick all the different things in, so make sure you stay tuned to right after I get done talking also. So that's how I do that. Rolled oats. They absolutely love it. See, she's like, give me my oats. Yeah, give me my oats. But you can't have oats because I have them in a different time frame for all of that. And then the other thing that I do now with feeding is for water. I take a 1 gallon of water and I use this, which this is also good for you also, but it is the organic White House. You can use just anything. I paid $10 for this jug at Walmart, so I just stocked up on a few of them. You can give a tablespoon to every gallon of water. Now the thing is with this too, you can either do 1 tablespoon. I give my rabbits 2 tablespoons to a gallon of water just because it's hot out here. So in the winter I will probably go down to 1, and then in the summer I will be at 2. So really it depends on kind of how you want to do that. That's totally up to you. But it is, I just have a regular tablespoon, and then just now make sure when you do this, it is with the mother. You have to have the mother. Do not give your rabbits distilled vinegar, please. If you give your rabbit distilled vinegar, they could pass away. That is not what we want to do. Please, please, please listen to what I'm saying. Give them the organic with the mother. It has to be apple cider vinegar. Do not give them this. Do not give them distilled. When it says distilled, that's a no-no. Give them the organic unfiltered, so you have to give them the raw. So make sure that it says organic raw, unfiltered apple cider vinegar with the mother. Now the mother is the stuff on the bottom. If you can see, it's all brown. That's what the mother is. So I just wanted to let you know that there are a lot of people that were like, oh, so I give them distilled vinegar. Do not give them this. Do not. This, I will show you what we do in just a minute with that kind of vinegar. So that's kind of where I am with my feeding my rabbits. I will also do a awesome tutorial about doing the different things that I feed them as in snacks. I will get that going here shortly also, so we'll get that going. But now what I want to talk about is I want to talk about the cleaning my cages and things like that, because sometimes cleaning cages can be horrific. So here is what we're going to do, is we're going to start off with this. So what I do is I grab this. So I have a poop tray underneath all of my rabbit cages. And obviously you can see some of them do not use that because they're potty trained. But I do use it just in case they have accidents. Like Mr. Jackson, he is new to our herd, so he is learning how to go to the bathroom. So that's awesome. But now what I use is I use the premium, which I will also put this in the box description, and I'll let you know where I get it from so you don't forget. But this here is the premium Rowe, the horse bedding. So just make sure that you do not use cedar. Cedar is also bad for rabbits, so make sure that it's no cedar involved. And make sure that, I kind of like watch, you can use pine. Now pine, I just want to let you know, pine has a smell to it. To me, I didn't like it, but I use pine pellets, and I'll show you that in a little bit, because it doesn't have a smell. But I used to come in and sneeze, and my throat would hurt, my ears would hurt, and things like that, and I found out that my body doesn't like pine. So I use the premium horse bedding, Aspen. So this is the Aspen bedding. It's all natural aspen fibers. Just so you know, it's highly absorbent. So I can tell a difference between when I walk in, when I was using nothing to now. I only have to clean this once a week. Usually, unless I have some rabbits that are not potty trained, then I'll clean it, you know, every other day. So that's an exciting thing. It is high quality, it states, and it says multi-screen to minimize dust. That's what I love about it. When I use it, I hardly get any dust. The only time that I can say that I got dust was when I take these trays and I knock them out into my barrel, which I'll show you. I have a rolling cart, and I'll take a picture of that too, and it works amazing. But since you probably are going to be like, for the pet people or different things like that, you're going to see a difference in just having one or two rabbits than having whatever. So, but for the breeders and for different people that are going to be watching this that like to breed, that's the thing that I seen is I banged them out. I had them in my barn, and I banged them out into the cart, and I got it all done, and I cleaned everything. And then the next day, one of my rabbits had barn eye. So whatever you do when you're doing this, it is going to have some dust, and some rabbits don't like it. So make sure that you do it outside, or you know, do it in small increments, or have the windows open. I had the windows open, I had the fans going, and it was hot outside. So my guess is that one of the fans pulled it into him. That was my guess. I will also show you the type of litter pan. I'm looking at the litter pan over here, and I'll go grab it. What kind of litter pan that I use for that too in just a second. But I also wanted to let you know that on the top, I use horse stall refresher, which I will also give you a description or whatever, the link down below. I'll try to link it. I'm learning how to link it, so hopefully it will work. But I will tell you where it's from and all of that stuff so you can go look for it. But it is the horse stall refresher. It eliminates harmful ammonia odors, safeguards respiratory health. It helps quickly absorb moisture, extend the life of the bedding. And it's all natural, safe for horses, humans, and our earth. So that's kind of where I'm at. It's called Sweet PDZ. It's a stall refresher. You get 25 pounds. I got this over at Tractor Supply Company for $10, and I think it is a little bit more at Fleet Farm. I only go to the Tractor Supply because of the prices, because I don't like the Tractor Supply in our area. They're rude and things like that, so be very careful when you go in there and kind of do your thing. So that's how that is. So if you have any questions about that, go ahead and ask me. I'll show you what it looks like real quick so you guys know. It looks almost like, I'm going to come closer. It looks almost like cat litter. Do not let your rabbits run on this. I put it underneath my cage, only underneath my cage, so my rabbits do not get it, because this is not something that you want your rabbits to be running upon or eating or digesting or anything of that sort. So make sure I only use it on the top. It is like a cat litter, so it will sift down to the bottom sometimes, and that's okay because the pee goes down on the bottom eventually anyway, but it does some stay on the top. The only thing that I can say that I did not like about this product is that if you used it with just a pan, like I tried it just to sprinkle it on the pan with no bedding or anything like that, it made a white residue on the pan, and it still does that sometimes. So I didn't like that too much at all, and so I had to scrub it or whatever. And then I also then decided to put a little bit more, so it was a thicker layer, and when I did that it kind of got cakey, so I didn't like that at all. But I do like putting it on the top of the bedding because I noticed a huge difference in my barn. So that's that here. I also want to show you a few things too. I also use, for my pee trays and poop trays, I also have this stuff here. I get it at Tractor Supply. Fleet Farm has something, but it is not pine, and I like the pine, so I stay with the pine. This stuff does not stink, and it does not bother me. And here's what this looks like. There you go. So what I do is I have a poop tray, which I will show you in a little bit here. And is what I do is I just put a cup of this into the poop tray. And this is the Scatteredest litter pan that I absolutely love, and I do recommend it. So it is a locking litter pan, which I'll put the grate on so you can see exactly what it looks like. There we go. It's called Lock-in Litter Pan. This one here is the jumbo. The reason why I like it is because it's jumbo. Your rabbit can't hardly get the grate off. Now there are times where my rabbit gets really crazy and she likes to run and then it flips up a little bit. But other than that, it's not. And what I do is I just stick a cup and I just dump it in there. And I throw on the pan, and voila, it's in there, okay? The other reason why I like this pan also is when I'm cleaning it, I put water in it and I just dump it out like this, and there you go. I also like it because it has this here. Show ya. There you go. And what this does is you lock it into your litter pan or into your cage, and then when you come and then you just go like this onto your cage, and then it locks into your cage. So when you do take it out, there we go. So when you do take it out, you just lock it in. So here's your cage, you just lock it in to place. If I could get it on, that would be great, right? And you just lock it into place like so. See, and then it has the other one here for this, and then you just take it, and when you want it out, you just take it like this. This is new, so it's, and then you just flip it like this, and then you put it back onto your cage. Absolutely love it. This is one that I do recommend. Let's see if I can. And there you have it. There's the litter pan. So this stuff here will also be at the link down below. And last but not least, we use the vinegar, and we use the distilled vinegar this time. Distilled to clean all my cages on the bottom. Sometimes if it's a really bad stain, I take the baking soda and vinegar together. It will make, you know how that is, it fuzzes and stuff, and then I'll just take and scrub it and it comes perfectly clean. These two are amazing together to clean. And it also, you can look online and say, how do you sanitize your stuff, your cages, it will tell you how much vinegar to how much. But I use like a cup.